Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an SU-8, it's the Tier 6 Soviet SPG, and we're located on the southwest spawn of Westfield. And it's under the command of ProvoBob. Now, unfortunately, he's going to be team killed during this battle by the M44 that's just ahead of him. The Tier 6 American SPG goes by the name of AussieFireFighter. I'll just put the visuals in, there he is. And he team kills ProvoBob because ProvoBob sees or appears to be doing better than he is. So ProvoBob's moving to his firing position. You see absolutely no contact between AussieFireFighter and ProvoBob. No reason for ProvoBob to be team killed. He's moving up to a firing position a little further away in the bushes, whilst AussieFireFighter is going to the foot of the hills. And okay, AussieFireFighter has found his position. Yes, it's in G1, and ProvoBob is now aiming at the east side of the map looking for the enemy targets. Now, he does actually get to fire during this battle. It's not killed straight away at the start of a battle, which is normally what happens with team kills, Arty team kills. But he is actually aiming and trying to get some shots in on the enemy. He's playing the game properly, and he's got a T-3485 Tier 6 Soviet medium. In fact, that's the not the premium one, that's the standard one, which is slightly, it's not as good as the premium ones. In fact, the best one, the best T-3485 is the Ruby. Oh, that was a shot right on the rear of that T-3485. Stunned him. There's a T-3485M. That's the premium one, which Wargaming released on the special mission, the grind, the reward tank. And ProvoBob's pulled back and is changing position. That's avoiding counter battery. Found a better position to fire from. Now, as I said, the Rudy is actually slightly better. It's also a T-3485, but it's slightly better than both the T-3485M and the standard T-3485. It's not only got the 100%... Oh, he got a good hit there on the rear of that one. 191 hit points on the Type 62. It's slightly better because it's got better performance figures. It's not only got Bruvs and Arms 100% for free, which obviously you don't get with the T-3485M or the standard T-34. It's just a better tank altogether. Fires at the IKV, gets a splash for 127 hit points. So he's managed to clock up 565 hit points of damage so far. And he's hit 3 of the enemy tanks. Now, as I say, ProvoBob does get a large number of team killings on the SCA server, or the Asia server. And he's got a splash on that T-3485. Now, I don't know why he seems to get victimized so much, but there's no reason for him to be victimized because he is playing the game normally. I think there are fewer players on the Asia server. Fewer Australian players on the server. Oh, a direct hit there on that KV-85. That was an impact. 196 off that. He probably also did some module damage to him. Normally when you get a direct impact like that, it'll not only knock out modules, it'll actually kill crew. That KV-85 has gone rather quiet for a while. He's staying behind that house because obviously he realises he's in danger. Oh, he's been splash killed. He was splash killed. ProvoBob recognised that other shot had diminished the KV-85's health to such an extent that he could take him out the game. Okay, he's loaded, fires a round in, and oh, the M483 Easy-2 have moved. So he's got 1 kill and 829 hit points of damage so far. Aiming for the Rudy. As I say, that's one of the good T-3485s. Round out. It was close. Definitely close. It was unspotted at the time, but that Rudy was definitely moving back into that field of fire. Now, they're 2 tanks up at the moment, and I think the team killing is coming up on us. You can see there's absolutely no reason for him to be team killed at all. You can see that the M44 doesn't have any kills at the moment. And he is also part of a platoon with Crispy Duck. He fires around at the T-3485, who's taken out by Kaiser 70, the M44. Not the one that's causing the problem. And he's going after Shepherd 747, the M44 on the enemy team. Lining up a shot, a leading shot. It's got a long way for the shell to travel. It's going to go behind him. Yep, he didn't judge enough. It's about a 4-second flight time to get to the other end of the map, so you really do have to lead the target by a lot. FV304 in a bush, and he's been killed. T-25-2 coming down off the hill. Fires around in, and no, it falls behind. Su-100M underneath the arches. He fires the round in, and I think he did do some damage. He did some damage, and the other M44 managed to get the kill on that Su-100M. Fires at the EC2 and gets a direct hit. That was good shooting. Right, we've got a 25-2. And I think the team killing is about to happen. T-25-2's gone down. AussieFireFighter was the killer. That's the troublemaker. Fires at the EC2 and yes, gets a splash. 206. And picked up some stun assists there. Round out on the EC2, Jumbo. And that one's been killed by the other M44. There's the last of the enemy M44s. Well, one of them. And yes, there he's been team killed by the M44 for absolutely no reason other than obviously he was doing much better than the other M44. He had a kill, and of course the M44 on his own team did not have a kill at all. In fact, it's not showing as a -1, but he should be. But they are going to win this battle because there's only one enemy left. It's the Arty. It's the last M44. Hasn't been located yet. The others are indicating he's in the north. Yes, he is in the north. He's up at grid square C3. And ProvoBob's just pointed out that he was TK'd by AussieFireFighter. And ProvoBob's pointed out that yes, he's going to end up on YouTube, and the other guy says no one on YouTube will care. Well, I'm sorry, you're wrong. We do care, and if anybody TKs an Arty, we make sure that other people know about him so that they can include him on their blacklist and make sure that he receives sufficient punishment afterwards, because obviously wargaming doesn't apply sufficient punishment most of the time because they live, it's their automated system. And so they only ban people if they do a lot of team damage. Whereas we can actually meter out quite a lot of punishment if the enemy is on the opposite team, and then tell them afterwards the reason you were focused on and your game was made miserable was because you team killed an Arty. And so you've let all other Arty players know that you are a TKer. So AussieFireFighter of the MGM clan is the team killer. So if we look at the team score, we can see that ProvoBob actually came second on damage done to the enemy, 1,221 hit points of damage. The only highest scorer was the IKV65 Alt 2, who managed 1,441. When it came to kills, it was the M44 on their team who actually did the best. Kaiser 70 was actually doing a lot of cleaning up after other people because other people were getting the hit points, and he was then killing off all the wounded. We've got the IKV65 then with 2 kills, and we can see ProvoBob was down the table with just 1. But when it came to base XP, we can see that it's ProvoBob in 3rd place behind the M44 and the T3485M. And I think the reason for that was down to the number of hit points and which targets they were hitting, how many of the higher tiers they were hitting, or equal tier tanks that they were targeting. So if we look at the detailed report, we can see that ProvoBob fired 16 rounds during the battle. He got 3 direct hits, 3 penetration, 8 splash, damage of 1,221 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 6 of the enemy, killed 1 of them. He didn't touch any of his own team whatsoever. Did damage assistance of 96 hit points and stun assistance of 600 hit points off 10 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 33,423 credits, and he received compensation of 3,675 credits from AussieFireFighter, meaning his total came to 37,098, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 21,688 credits. He received 1,103 XP and got a personal missions payout for the same amount, so he took away 2,206 XP. He could have got that last kill of the last M44. It's almost a certainty he would have had a shot at that M44, so he was denied a few extra points. But I think it's very important that you note AussieFireFighter in your blacklist, include him in your blacklist, and if you see him on the opposite side in battle, focus your fire on him. Let him know how unimpressed you are at his actions, and tell him afterwards that the only reason he was focused on was because he's a team killer of Arty. Thank you.